everyone, I'm Naomi. I'm 23 years old and I'm half Japanese and half Dutch. I've studied with GenkiJACS Kyoto from November till November last year, as a fully beginner, and now I can actually speak some sentences, which is very nice. I'm using this currently in my travels around Japan. I've been traveling Kyushu for about 2 months now, and it's just been amazing to be able to use my new knowledge of the language to get around. Other than that, I love to hang out with my friends. I love to play tennis and love to surf as well. So I decided to study with GenkiJACS because I was looking for a school that was really focusing on conversation, because I didn't necessarily want to become really good at reading and writing Japanese. I really wanted to be able to speak with the locals and in that way learn the country better. So yeah, I just searched different schools focusing on that, and I really liked about GenkiJACS that they had small classrooms as well, so you could have a lot of personal interaction with the teacher. And I thought in that way I could also get to know the classmates better as well. And I liked the website; it felt really attractive. And I followed the Instagram, and they seemed to have lots of nice events and stuff. So I was like, a good vibe, a good feeling. So I chose GenkiJACS. So the atmosphere of the school, the Kyoto GenkiJACS is a really small school, so it really felt immediately quite homey. Like I entered the school and Naomi-san was immediately like, "Oh, so you're gonna come study with us? Oh, I'll introduce you to all the teachers." And so I went there, and then the students in the hallway, or the canteen, it's called, I guess. They all immediately said wave to me, and I was like, "Oh, welcome." So it was immediately such a homey feeling, which was great to enter. So I decided to study Japanese because, well, as I said, I'm half Japanese, but I had never learned to learn the language before because my mom just didn't have the time to teach it to me. So it was always kind of, you know, I'm from the Netherlands, but I'm also Japanese, but I cannot speak anything, and so I didn't really feel like I was Japanese. So I really wanted to get to know that side of myself a bit more. Plus, I think it's a very beautiful language, and it's a nice little challenge for myself. I've started this commitment to learn this side of myself, so I will keep on studying the language and hopefully get to a higher level in the way that I'm comfortable with using it, because now it's still pretty difficult. It's a very difficult language. I don't know what the future will bring, but maybe I one day I'll find a job here, or I don't know. Yeah, find a future here, and if not, then at least I can speak the language. And then if I visit my mom who lives here, or other family or friends that I've made, then I can be here very comfortably. So both ways are very beautiful visions, I guess. Yeah. The most difficult thing at first when I started learning Japanese was the consistency that is needed to study it. I think it's not necessarily Japanese only. Any language needs consistent practice. So I was not very used to being so dedicated into my studies, to be very honest. So yeah, that was difficult, to keep on doing the homework and doing my best every day. But eventually, as soon as I got a little better, after 1.5 months, 2 months, you got the basics down. It just was really motivating because I could use it actually in real life, and then it was like, wow, I'm getting better. So it was suddenly so motivated, and honestly, I've never been this motivated in studying anything in my life. Yeah, I went to school and stuff, and I finished it, but I actually wanted to study it my own time. I went to coffee places and enjoyed it. So yeah, just getting into it in the beginning was the hardest part. Thank you. So the advice I would give to people if they want to study Japanese is don't give up immediately. In the beginning it will be a little hard, and obviously I guess, well, if you're from Europe, then it's a completely different language. and maybe with Asian languages it's different, but like it's so motivating if you finally get to use it to speak to locals, because a lot of locals don't speak Japanese, but as soon as you like show your interest and respect to the culture and language, they're so willing to talk to you, and that's so nice. So I would just advise using it in like respectful, nice ways to get to know the country from the inside. You know what I mean? Like to really learn the culture. And yeah, have fun. Use it to travel. Use it in the right ways. Yeah. What I thought of the GenkiJACS classes, as I said, like I chose GenkiJACS because they had small classrooms, a maximum of what, 7 to 9 students, and that was really nice in the class. Like you felt really comfortable in asking questions and talking with the teacher, because like normally in big classrooms, you know, it's kind of nerve-wracking to ask a question, and especially to speak or practice a language that you're new at. That's super scary. So in a small classroom, you get comfortable very easily because the teacher are also so nice. Like at least at Kyoto, I believe at any GenkiJACS school, but they're so encouraging, and they they really encourage to make mistakes, and it's just that's beautiful. And the practicing was also, it was a good balance between like getting the theory and then practicing what you've just learned with the students next to you, which was fun. And we had like some role play like script things in between, which was fun. It was like a little acting class. Yeah, and the listening and assignments were very, very funny. Like the acting was terrible, and it was just so funny to watch. Um, yeah, I learned a lot, honestly. Like sometimes it was really hard because it's like 4 hours of super intense, just, you know, basically one-on-one learning. But yeah, you get through it and it's good. Well, the difference is that I can actually speak a little bit of Japanese now. I mean, like, I started learning Japanese as a full beginner, so I only knew hiragana and katakana, uh, and I couldn't understand anything. Literally, like I could only say konnichiwa and onaka suita. That was it. So now I can actually like understand a little bit of the announcements in the train, like stuff like that, which is crazy. Like, you know, after like 2.5 months, you can have small little conversations with people, but then you really need to focus, and you're like, okay, now my Japanese brain is on. But now I can like be in the train and accidentally understand that in 3 stops my train's there. You know, like those types of things. Um, really feels like you're integrating into the language, which is super cool. Yeah. I guess if I could explain my experience in one sentence, it would be like if you really want it, you can do it. Like in every way. Like if you really want to learn something, you can do it. If you want to make a lot of friends, you can do it. Just want it enough. Um, yeah, that's it.